Are you looking for the best cookware sets? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best cookware sets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Made in Stainless Set. Made in has 3 different versions of their cookware set: 6 pieces, 10 pieces, and 13 pieces. Each offers a good mix of pots and pans, so if you want fewer pieces, take a look at the more pared down offerings. But for the purposes of this review, I'm going to talk about the largest set. Though I don't own every single item that one includes, namely the carbon steel, I have accumulated many of them over time, including several stainless steel and non-stick pots and pans. So to start, the stainless steel is supremely durable. I would liken the sturdy feel to MultiClad, the industry leader in that material for decades. The pieces are smartly designed, with comfortable-to-grip handles that pop out at a balanced angle, nice slopes at the bottom, and tight-fitting lids. They heat evenly and clean up perfectly. I also want to give an individual shout-out to their stainless steel stock pot, a workhorse piece that replaced my old and rusty cheap one that preceded it. The 8-quart is their middle size and the one that comes in the bundle. You can also find it in 6 and 12 if you buy separately, and I find that it's perfect, big enough to handle a generous portion of stock and more than a pound of pasta if I'm cooking for a crowd, but not so big that it feels cumbersome or hard to store. The nonstick is fantastic, too. It's as well constructed as the stainless, and heats just as consistently across the surface. Though I've only been using mine for several months so can't yet personally attest to longevity, Charlie Pennes, founder of White Bark Workwear, has been using his for more than 3 years. The fact that the nonstick is still in good shape is shocking to me. I cook on pretty fast and high heat and have destroyed some other pans in like a month, he says. I use it for everything all the time and it doesn't even have a scratch on it. Finally, there's a 12-inch carbon steel frying pan and wok. Cookbook author Leslie Tellez owns those pieces and calls them really sturdy. Your pans get blazing hot, and it cooks super evenly, she says. You get the same high heat conduction as you would with cast iron, but because it's not as thick, you have more control. Number 2. Zwilling Madura Plus Aluminum Non-Stick Cookware Set. Zwilling, which makes my very favorite non-stick skillet, has an extensive collection with several pieces, each made from the same materials as their signature pan, an aluminum core that heats quickly and evenly, and a sleek surface. In the 4 years I've been using the skillet, the coating hasn't degraded at all, a tall order for a material that isn't meant to last forever in the way cast iron or stainless steel is. And though I only added the rest to my kitchen recently, I'm impressed. The small pot is perfect for making rice, the high-sided sauté pan is nice for crisping fish skin, it keeps the splatter contained. The slope of the insides of all the pieces are nicely curved, so it's easy to access the corners when stirring. The handles stay cool to the touch, even over a high flame, and don't have any rivets or indents so they clean up easily. They are also all scratch resistant, a quality that recipe developer and writer Rebecca Ferkser appreciates. I still try to be cautious when flipping things with my metal fish spatula, tongs, and slotted spoons, but even when I've scraped the pan accidentally, I've never seen a scratch on the surface, she says. Number 3. GreenPan Chatham Ceramic Non-Stick Cookware Set. GreenPan has an extensive collection of non-stick cookware. The surfaces of their pieces are all made from ceramic. While this isn't my personal preference in terms of performance, the coating tends to wear down faster than those made with PTFE. Many pros who prioritize non-plastic materials say they work totally great. The saucepan you can use for a stew, for pasta, it's very versatile. You can use other ones for frying onions, for poaching eggs, says cookbook author and broadcaster Yasmin Khan. Also, I'm half Iranian and in a lot of Iranian recipes, we use a non-stick pan, like for tahdig. At the end of the day, it's just easier to cook things in a non-stick. You don't necessarily need to splurge on fancy pans pro use. Other pros, like recipe developer and food writer Caroline Lang and cookbook author Valerie Lomas, have also sung the praises of GreenPan to us before. Number 4. Lodge Seasoned Cast Iron Set. For a very reasonable price, this set from Lodge will get you 2 different sized skillets, a flat circular griddle, and a Dutch oven. As I explained when I named Lodge's skillet the best overall in a more general roundup, cast iron can pretty much do it all, get really hot and retain that heat, and hold a non-stick surface if seasoned properly. You can sear, sauté, braise, fry, and bake with it. I turn to my Lodge skillet on a weekly basis. It lives on my stovetop, and strategist senior writer Liza Corsillo has been using her collection. She has 3 different sizes, for over a decade, and even uses the backside of her 12 inches of flat surface for making pizza because it gets hot enough to achieve a crisp crust, though I do think the dedicated griddle would be even better for the task if you go with this full set. She says she loves that the material is so durable she never has to worry about messing it up. Strategist Deals editor Sam Daly has owned one for 3 years, too, and says she especially loves that it can go in the oven, key for getting a really good crisp on roasted vegetables. She also says that caring for the pan is easier than she expected. She simply washes it with a bit of soap, completely dries it over the stove, and then dabs some neutral oil on it. I've been using this exact same process on my Lodge for years, too, and it's in great shape. The Dutch oven is good for things with more volume like soups, stews, and pastas. And Georgia Macon, executive pastry chef of Portland, Maine's 12, uses a similarly shaped vessel in the exact same material from Lodge for baking bread. It's not enameled so it lasts even longer, she says. And it doesn't chip ever. As for the griddle, there's nothing better for making pancakes, eggs, and bacon. Number 5. Cuisinart MultiClad Pro Tri-Ply Stainless Steel Cookware Set. I just recently started using Cuisinart's MultiClad fry pan and smaller saucepan, which are part of the set. I was instantly, and have been consistently, impressed. For less than half the price of the very similar all-clad collection above, the performance is fantastic. Both have the same makeup, stainless steel sandwiched around an aluminum core, which heats supremely evenly. The pieces feel well built with sturdy handles and tight-fitting lids. They're durable, and they clean up beautifully, too, so much so that senior editor Hillary Reed, who also owns some of these pots and pans, says hers look as good as new after 5 years of use.